Have you ever been frustrated about finding your passion? Kind of felt like maybe there's no magic road, no perfect way to get through this, or figure out what your perfect employment is? Well, you're not alone. Terri Trapisco, in her TEDx talk, spoke about this and her experience with finding her passion. And what she found out was that there is no perfect passion. There is no perfect road to your career. In fact, her ultimate decision, the whole point of her talk is that where your passion is, and to live a life of full meaning and value, you don't follow your passion follows you. Well, here's the thing that I want to clarify about that. So I talk about finding your passion, and I help people to find their passion. It's true. There's not one magic road that leads to success. No, there's not. Any of these roads that you could take could get you to success. So what's our goal here? Our goal is not to find the perfect match, the perfect opportunity, the perfect job. If you were going for the perfect opportunity, you would be looking for the rest of your life. It just doesn't exist. You'll never get there. So what the idea is to get an idea of what your likes are, what your strengths are, and where you can make a difference. We'll call that a need, where there's a need in the world. Now, that need could be someplace where you're making a huge change in the world, or maybe that need is actually an employer that wants to pay you for your services and skills. But you find out what your likes are, what your strengths are, and what your needs are. And there should be many places where these things converge to create the ideal scenario for you, so you can get a job or find fulfillment in some other way. Because living your passion isn't just about finding a job. If it was just about finding a job, this would be easy. But sometimes you get a job and you do things because you need to get a paycheck. That's one of the arguments that she makes, is she says that sometimes just having a job, having people depend on you and know that you're getting paid for it is enough. And that's very, very true. Human psychology, we need someone to be dependent on us. And we need to feel self-sufficient to some degree. And therefore, having a job, getting paid for it, sometimes that's all that it takes. Sometimes that's the ultimate goal, is just to have a job and have someone that relies on you, someone that is concerned about whether or not you come into work every day. So finding your passion does not negate those other needs in life. What finding your passion is designed to do, the whole purpose of finding your passion is you find your passion, okay? Then that passion gives you the map by which you can go out and find different jobs or different activities or different things that can bring you fulfillment. So what are things that bring you fulfillment? Well, first of all, you need to make sure that you're doing something that makes a difference. That makes a difference. Because when you're doing something that makes a difference, that's actually involving other people and making a difference for other people, not just for yourselves, your passion is just, it's ignited. And when you find your passion, when you start doing something, what you do, you end up loving. The things you spend the most time with, that's what you learn to either love or hate. And so if you start with a job that you don't like, then you're going to end up hating it because you're spending all of your time there. But if you start with a job that you do like, then you're going to love it. Just by being there, just by doing it. Now, Do your passions change? Yes, life changes. Your interests, your passions change. Usually there's a core passion though. And what that core passion deals with, it's not specific. Like, for example, I was interested in finance. I got into the finance industry. And so I started helping out people with their money and doing different things. But my core passion is helping others. And I like to do that through problem solving. I also like to do that through building up the individuals. Okay, so I build people, I solve their problems, and I make the world a better place by helping others. Now that's my core passion. But I can do that in various different ways. I've done that throughout the financial industry and helping people to make financial plans and helping people to place their trades and get their concerns taken care of. I've helped people in the packaging industry, in the shipping industry, finding their packages and moving on, being able to move their package from from A to Z. And these are all things that I've been able to do throughout my career. And now what I'm doing to help other people is I'm teaching. I am teaching things. I love to learn. Learning is a passion of mine. So you have so many different passions, okay? So you've got passion here, a passion here, a passion here, and a passion there. And the line of your life where you cross those passions the most often, the most of your passions, the greatest of your passions, where you're able to mash those up the most often is where you're going to make the biggest difference. But sometimes it's not just about picking one or two or a clean combination. A lot of times it's about pursuing your passion even after you've found your job. Just having a job that follows your passion does not ignite your passion. It doesn't make you excited. It doesn't change the world. It's when you actually engage in your passion. Let me tell you a story. I've been helping people in my line of business, throughout my career. I make a difference in people's lives. But there are times when I don't feel like I'm making a difference. I don't have that same oomph. And what I've realized is when I stop focusing on other people and I start focusing on me and I close my window to the world, that's when my job becomes monotonous. It's when it becomes just work, a daily grind, if you will. It's when I get bored at work and I want to find something new. It's because I'm not focusing outward. Now, we believe at Be Rich Consulting that by engaging in your community, you will be able to enjoy the fruits of your passion. You will be able to actually ignite your passion even more fully and more engaged and experience a greater level of success just by engaging in your community. And so not only do we teach to pursue your passion, to find your passion and pursue it, but our goal is to get you involved in your community, because that community involvement, it helps to make the world a better place. It gets you hands-on experience so you know what is needed out in the world. And then you can use your problem-solving skills, your creative skills, you can use your helping people skills to make a difference, to really understand where you can make a difference and actually do it. Jump out there, get involved, make a decision, pick a passion and go for it. Because where you spend your time, that's where your heart is. And where your heart is where you're going to spend your time. I'm Brett Rich with Be Rich Consulting, and I'm inviting you to pick your passion and make a difference. Thank you.